7, and then 10 of the second string. And what I love about doing these, again, it's just seeing, oh, those are the notes that she's using. How can I make that like a guitar hook? Hey, it's Mike Myers from the Songwriting for Guitar podcast. Before we jump into this episode, if you're a songwriter, guitarist, and you're looking to advance your skills, gain confidence, and monetize your craft, be sure to check out songwritingforguitar.com for all our free resources. So let's jump into this week's episode. One of my goals of this challenge is to drive home the point that if you want to have advancement in your playing, if you want to have advancement in your songwriting, you have to understand what is working right now. You have to listen to what's working right now. Even if you're not a fan, you've got to look for the gold and ask yourself, why is this working right now? What's something I can take away from this and add into my playing, add into my songwriting? And that's what we're going to do with these 5 songs. Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? I think is just, it's a phenomenal song. Right now, it's well over, 500 million streams. So that means probably by next year, it's going to hit over 1 billion. But it's so delicate, simplistic, and powerful. If you didn't watch the music video, you should. This was a song that she did for the movie Barbie. Other than just like an emotional heavy hitter, it's so good. As we're listening to this song, it's in the key of C. And the start of it is super simple. It's C major, then we go to E minor, and we go to F. But I don't want to go to, open chords. It just doesn't feel right. But that's where I'm going to lean towards more of the root and third style chords. And so I'm going to play a C root and third. So this is 3 and 5. 3 of my 5th string, and then 5 of my 2nd. E minor is going to be 7 and 8. That's 7 of my 5th string, and then 8 of my 2nd string. And that shape that we used for C down here, I'm going to do right up here for F, and that's going to be 8 and 10. 8 of my 5th string, 10 of my 2nd string. And I want to add some rocking to it because I just don't want to play it straight. I want to... So maybe I'll pluck both and then rock back to that 2nd string, and then 5th string I'll pluck. I like that. And then A minor for that high bit where, what was I made for? That's A minor, E minor, and F. And we're going to play E minor and F a little bit differently for that section because A minor, we're going to play as 5 and 5. This is where my 2nd finger is going to the 5th fret of my 6th string, and then my 3rd finger goes to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. So they're basically right on top of each other. That's going to be A minor. Now this time for E minor, it's going to be a little bit lower. I'm I'm just gonna pluck the open of my 6th and my 3rd string, just like this. And then F is gonna be the 1st of my 6th string and then 2nd of my 3rd string. So something like this. So kind of put those chord progressions together. So let's talk about the melody. Let's start dissecting it. And I love playing melodies on my guitar because it helps for when I'm creating secondary melodies and hooks on my guitar. But I also get to visibly see, what are they singing? Like, how many times are they repeating certain notes? What are the jumps that they're taking? Really dissecting what's working for the song. In this case, it's in the key of C, so I'm going to use a C major scale. But I don't want to just play right down here. It's a very low octave of C. I want to go a little bit higher. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to start either on, and you have 2 options where you can start. 5th fret of your 3rd string. That's C. So I could go 5, 7, 9, 10 on my 3rd string, then 8, 10 on my 2nd, and then 7, 8 on my 1st string. So, or I could start on the 10th fret of my 4th string. You kind of have 2 options where you can start depending on what's easiest for you. But if I think of that, if we start singing, some of the start of her melody, I used to fall, I used to fall, dun 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 dun. Which I love. It's, 1st string, 7, 8, 9 of the 3rd string, 8 of my 2nd, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, boom. Then 7 or 9, 9, 7 for that 2nd part. So that, what was I made for? What was I made for? Dun 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 dun. That's all on our 3rd string, which I love. 7, 9, 10, 10, 9. I do sing out frets sometimes because it's an easier way to remember it as opposed to just saying like 7, 9, 10, 10, 7, 9, 10, 10. When you actually sing out some of the pacing. Because honestly, if you could say it before you play it, it makes it a little bit easier. So when we get to that nice high, 'cause I don't know how, she does it much higher. It's such a good part. And it's an awesome jump that we're doing. We're right here, 'cause yeah, that's what it is. So we have 8, 10 on the 2nd string, 'cause and it's a nice 7th fret of the 1st string, and then 8 of our 2nd string. I don't know how. 7, 8, 7, 12. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to. And I think the 2nd time she does a really cool little, instead of to feel, she does a little to feel, which would be a 7, 8, 7, and then 10 of the 2nd string. And what I love about doing these, again, it's just seeing, oh, those are the notes that she's using. How can I make that like a guitar hook? Could could I also simplify my melodies? Am I making them too complicated? And am I doing what she's doing, where I have a melody, but then the second one, I'm just creating a little variation. So it's still giving the listener something that's familiar, but not insanely crazy, where I'm going too over the board with so many notes, but not enough variation that they're just getting bored and complacent. So it's that interesting, teetering that line to make it familiar, yet still engaging as the song's moving along. So let's do this. Let's now create something that feels a little bit like this. So if I had an artist that was sitting behind me, they referenced the song, we could invoke the feeling of this song, but not carbon copy and just, same chord, same melody, but something that has its own identity, yet could be similar and placed alongside in a playlist with a song. So this was in C. Let's just go with E flat. Yeah, okay. Do I want to do that? I don't know. That's the question. It's like, do I like the descent? I kind of like just, instead of going up, I like going down instead. There. Let's see, yeah, that's kind of like a verse. Let's say that's going to be our verse. Yeah, and then for the kind of like the next section that would be maybe our chorus or leading into chorus, having that variation where we then go up. So you have G minor, yeah, then A flat, B flat. Setting up that we can just go back to the original progression. Yeah, I like that. Again, I'm number one, not overthinking. And I'm just taking what I've listened to and applied it to this, which is not overcomplicating the chord progression, trying to keep that slight low tempo speed to it, delicate. I'm not going kind of overly playing, but ooh, man. Yeah, and I'm allowing it to develop too. I'm not overcritical. That's another thing I would say about songwriters, or sometimes with their progressions, they're so critical on themselves, where I'm allowing it to develop and progress, and I'm choosing not to overly judge it at first. I'm allowing it to exist for a little bit, and over time, that's where the formation, the structure grows, and I can start to solidify things. But I'm never that harsh on myself at the very beginning. I'm allowing myself to explore the progression, the idea, and trust that my feeling and instincts based on the analyzing that I've been doing will lead me into the direction it needs to go. All right, so I'm curious, what is one gold nugget from this that you have found that you're going to utilize for your own songwriting? So I want to know, so just leave a comment below. Hey, it's Mike from Songwriting for Guitar. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And hey, don't leave. We got other cool videos you should check out too. Like some of these right here. Oh, that one right there. That's really good. You should click that. Right there. Just click it.